There's a Stargirl on the show tonight, but not for long. It's canceled. God help us!
Cool beans.
No! Hello, everybody. My name is Puppeteen from the Geeky Puppet Show here on the Geeky Puppet Show. Today, for what? For Stargirl, Chapter 9, actually, Episode 9, The Monsters. And joining me, as always, is Froggy. Say hi, Froggy.
Hi, Froggy.
And he said, hi, Froggy. There we go. Awesome. No, stop trying to kill the Amazon. This is what Froggy's behavior encourages. But yes, Episode 9, we are back to the meat of it. The last two episodes have been very good. Infinity Inc., very, very good. But we have basically completely abandoned Cameron and his icy family. That's right, Maranya. Enjoy it as long as it lasts. We did a news stream talking about the cancellation earlier today. You should watch that if you haven't. But talking about it, we still have some episodes, so let's go ahead and review and recap. If you don't want spoilers, bye-bye. But we're going to dig into them. So this episode, they're back. They're back. Indeed. No. Wrong episode 9, Austin. With Courtney and Pat back home again, it's time to address some matters at hand. Yolanda is there as well because she was basically kicked out by her mom. Terrible parents. Absolutely horrible. They should be ashamed of themselves, not for how their daughter turned out, for how they treat their daughter. It's especially apparent in this era when the internet is what it is. But getting into what they deal with, Courtney has come to a decision. She is done. She is done lying to Cameron, hiding Stargirl. She wants to tell him about her father, all that. And that's pretty much what they're facing. And she gets Yolanda, Wildcat, to actually back her up. And it's nice. I have hated them fighting, and it feels like they've been doing that for like a season and a half, and it's really a struggle because I don't want to dislike Yolanda. It's just very hard. Rick is easier to dislike, especially in this episode. Dumbass. But he says, "You're like my family. I'll back you up no matter what, even if I don't agree. But don't say I didn't warn you." And Courtney goes over, but not before the art teacher was there earlier that day. Rip art teacher, he is dead because grandma got a little testy. Right?
She's a cold-hearted bitch.
Oh, there we go. Yes. The art teacher ends up the pretty much just stabbed through with ice because he wanted to talk about Cameron, Icicle's son, talk to him about his art, saying that he has such a passion for art, he's quit it, and I gotta help. I gotta help him find it again. You can't starve him from it. And he ends up dead. Rip. But when oh no, not Rip Hunter. That's a different show. Yes, Froggy doesn't like Yolanda as well. She's very hard to like, okay? She goes through a lot. We understand that. But how she
bipolar.
treats... Yeah, but in this episode, she's a lot better. So, when it comes to Courtney going over, talking to Cameron, it seems like it could go well. Until she actually tries to start. The grandma was eavesdropping, and she steps in. But that's when outside on the street, we learned from Beth, who was tracking where the signal was coming from. The cameras across the city watching over them. It seems that it's coming straight from...
the heart? Oh.
No, not straight from the heart. It's coming from Icicle's house. I can't remember the last name. Can you?
I just call him Icicle Junior Cameron.
No, I'm talking about the house.
Oh,
McKint? McKint?
probably Cameron
Yes,
McKent. I don't know.
the McKint house. Yes. It seems that the cameras were coming from there. So wait, Icicle's family has been watching him? Dun dun dun. Maybe, maybe not. We get to see as Rick, with absolutely no patience, just burst down the door when it was starting to get a little heated. The grandpa was coming to settle the grandma down. No, you gotta let her speak. But Rick comes in, busts up the place, and a fight breaks out. The grandparents fight Yolanda, and actually we get to see Beth, Dr. Midnight, the new Dr.
She has
Midnight.
it's revealed on a call. Her dad called her through a burner phone, and they realize that she's in a fight. You basically want to give them the message saying that Dr. Midnight said there is a beta mode in your suit for combat.
Yeah.
Never tried it out. It was because she has the original suit. She doesn't have the new one that he created.
No. So with that, it's nice to see her actually get some action in. Yolanda fights the grandmother.
The whole episode was actually that fight scene was actually pretty cool. It's been a while since they've had it was almost like a Daredevil fight scene.
It was in a hallway. It was in a hallway. Yes. But Rick actually is the most surprising.
Rick the Dick, as I like to call him.
He gets his ass kicked
by Cameron.
Yeah, it's a struggle for a while there, and it seems like Rick may just flat out.
And then Courtney tried to break it up, but he yeeted her across the room.
Yes, and that's when
Cameron caused Cameron to basically go in the full Icicle mode instead of. Notice I didn't say Iceman because then he'd be going after a different reason.
Yes, so Rick gets basically crushed into some stairs. He's alive, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry," but no, punk ass bitch. Sorry, he just makes me so mad.
The language coming from you.
He pisses me off. Okay. Courtney tries to speak, and that's when the grandmother's saying, "No, kill him, finish it," to Cameron. But the grandfather comes in. He's holding his heart, and
it's revealed through basically the new Dr. Midnight or Beth's. Her goggles receive a heart attack. She calls her mom. And
but wait,
it's revealed.
You missed the touching moment. He's saying that you can't do this. Hate is what killed Icicle, not the kids.
Revenge,
really.
Yes.
The need for revenge is what killed Cameron's father. You need love. And looking at Courtney, and that's when he has a heart attack. But Beth is able to call her mom.
Yes, exactly. Because in Beth's gloves, it's revealed that she has
defibrillators.
Yeah, she has defibrillators, and she basically
saves them.
Yeah. At the end, basically we see Courtney kind of staring over at Cameron, but we all know that Cameron's just basically gonna let it ghost her now, and nothing to do with her now that she knows the truth.
So we have one more element.
Yes, and I gotta say, it goes back to for this character, we finally have the reveal who has been watching everybody.
The real person.
But before we get to that person, reveal who it is.
Let's talk about
Mike. We got to talk about the young All-Stars.
That's right. Mike and what's his name? Jakeem. Yes. So they have a plan today. They are going to
raid Cindy's locker.
Well, no, don't put it like that.
Well, they went in her locker at school. They went through her purse and stuff inside the guy's bathroom. And they found inside the book, they found basically a list of basically all the different labs that her father's labs, except for one that's circled. So they go back to the old Ederman barn where basically Jakeem knows it's a creepy place. He doesn't want to go there. But they've been to they go in there. They look through the house. As they walk away, the light, we see that there's a guy dead. He's been dead for a while on the floor inside the house.
Yeah.
Dark. We get a joke from Seth Green. Yeah, Seth Green is the voice of the pen. He's the wizard.
Jim Gaffigan just ran away.
Yeah, he basically says it's like, it's funny how you want to go to a place where people usually get murdered. This looks like those horror movies. Every single set.
Yeah.
And it does. But they don't. They basically don't find anything. But what we do find is after they walk away, well,
it makes them run because they hear boom, boom,
they
boom
hear noise
as it comes.
Yes, growl noise. And I gotta say this before we reveal the name. We gotta go back to 1939.
Way back.
In DC Comics, Action Comics number 13. Yes. If you know who it is, it's the first appearance of this character.
There we go.
And if you haven't figured it out yet, he's a scientist with a gorilla as a lab partner.
Dun, dun.
Who eventually puts his body inside the gorilla's brain. That's right. It's an Ultra-Humanite.
Indeed, Ultra-Humanite. And, we actually have to thank Eglantine. He pretty much guessed it first. And here he is in his full glory. It's dark glory, but it's his glory. I'm going to kill him all, he says before the episode ends. And, it was, I wasn't expecting that.
Nobody expects Planet of the Apes.
no one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
I mean, we just get the guy a banana, he'll be fine, right?
Yes, but we have no bananas. We have no bananas today. You don't know that song?
A banana a day keeps
Austin, it's a little dark, but it looks better when it's moving, honestly.
It's the DC universe. It's going to be dark.
Oh, but yeah, Ultra-Humanite, it looks like he's the one behind this all. And I don't understand. We're going to have to tie up loose ends next week. We only have a few episodes left, and that's the heartbreaking thing.
I got to point out that at least in the Justice League cartoons, the Ultra-Humanite was part of the Injustice. The League, basically, in there.
The Injustice League.
Yes.
Yes.
He's also a member of the Legion of Doom.
I know that song, though. That's the thing.
Hey, it's a fossil.
That's right. So,
I bet you this fossil Eric Brain has actually comics number 13.
He what? What?
Your mother.
Oh, but yes, that's pretty much the end. We only have a few episodes left, but it's a solid show. We love this show so deeply. We think it's a fantastic episode. One of the weaker points, I think, and it's not that it's necessarily bad. It just feels, I don't know. I don't like touching upon it. Mike's Pat,
talking to basically Sportsmaster. And because Sportsmaster comes over and asks what you're doing, and well, I'm googling my ex mom's,
Mike's mom,
because he feels guilty basically, but he wants to see if this woman is actually in any condition. The last time he talked to her, I got the impression that she was not a very nice person, probably in trouble with the law, and probably a druggie.
But she's a beautiful woman.
We don't know that.
Oh, we don't know. Yes. So with all this in mind, it's just a small plot point that feels kind of, I don't know. It's not bad. None of this show is bad. It's a solid show. And if you're not watching it and you are a fan of DC, well, just you're cutting yourself off from something that's a lot of fun, very enjoyable, and can be quite touching. So, we advise that it's still lurking. Yes. Hello. Thank you. But that's pretty much it. We want to thank you so much for watching. We want to hear your thoughts below, so make sure to comment. Also, like and subscribe. It helps out the channel. Check out the Ko-Fi if you can. We're going to be doing readings Friday, Sunday. Be on the lookout for them. And that's pretty much it. I want to thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time. Anything else to say, Froggy?
Just say you should check out the Geeky Puppet Show tomorrow, because there is a reading. Well, actually, not a reading. There's actually a review of books. On Fridays, a reading, but...
Oh, it's the humans.
You know, the one guy is not that bad. It's the other guy who doesn't like the other people.
Jeez. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I love seeing Eric Brain, too, but... But he's not there, is he?
And as Austin B says,
remember, don't start forest fires. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Amazon.